Hello again, it's Mr. Churchill signing in for today's reading, September 17th. We too must be prudent. Luke 16:1-13. Speaking to the Talmidim, ʻSHro said, there was a wealthy man who employed a general manager. Charges were brought to him that his manager was squandering his resources. So he summoned him and asked, "What is this I hear about you? Turn in your accounts, for you can no longer be manager." "What am I to do?" said the manager to himself. "My boss is firing me. I'm not strong enough to dig ditches, and I'm ashamed to go begging. I know what I'll do. Something that will make people welcome me into their homes after I've lost my job here." So after making appointments with each of his employer's debtors, he said to the first, "How much do you owe my boss?" 800 gallons of olive oil," he replied. "Take your note back," he told him. "Now quickly sit down and write 1 for 400. To the next he said, "And you, how much do you owe?" 1,000 bushels of wheat," he replied. "Take your note back and write 1 for 800. And the employer of this dishonest manager applauded him for acting so shrewdly. For the worldly have more ʻSHro than those who have received delight in dealing with their own kind of people. Now, what I say to you is this: use worldly wealth to make friends of yourselves, so that when it gives out, you may be welcomed into the eternal home. Someone who is trustworthy in a small matter is also trustworthy in a large one. And someone who is dishonest in a small matter is also dishonest in a large one. So, if you haven't been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who is going to trust you with the real thing? And if you haven't been trustworthy with what belongs to someone else, who will give you what ought to belong to you? No servant can be slave to two masters, for he will either hate the first and love the second, or scorn the second and be loyal to the first. You can't be a slave to both God and money. That ends it for today's reading. So, plan for the future. Signing off. Truly yours, Mr. Tertius.